What's up, folks? My name is Rob Howze, and I am here to talk to you today about something that is near and dear to my heart, and that's purpose. It's finding purpose. Everybody wants to find purpose. When you find purpose, you find you. Everybody is on the search, whether consciously or subconsciously. And I titled this, Keeping Your Eye on the Prize. The prize is your purpose. So how do we keep our eye on the prize? How do we obtain our purpose? That is the search. That is why there are so many best-selling books, so many hits on Google, so many hits on YouTube for finding my purpose. Who am I? The search for me. Everybody wants to know who they are. And sometimes we think we figured it out and we still don't know. It's ongoing. It's an ongoing process, an ongoing struggle for most. So how? How do we find our purpose? So I discovered there are four main keys that unlocks one's purpose. And if a person obtains these four keys, uses these four keys, they will unlock the purpose for themselves and begin to start living the life that they desire. Not saying life will be all sunshine and rainbows, but at least you will have those keys to unlock the door to start walking in the house of your purpose, right? So those four keys are gifts, talents, resources, and passion. Okay? Gifts, talents, resources, and passion. Those are the four keys. And so your gifts are the things that you're born with, right? Natural abilities that you're born with. Everyone is born with a gift. Some one, two, some have many. But you have to identify what comes to you naturally. You probably notice it at an early age. You know, for myself, I'm charismatic, witty, I can write. I've been writing since I was 6 years old. Before I could even really think, I knew how to compose the thoughts, my emotions onto paper. That's a gift. And so I identified that later on in life and I began to use that gift. But each person is different. It may be an athletic gift. It may be a different kind of attribute. You have to figure out what it is that you've been good at for years, or something that's been inside of you for years. Each person has to identify that. Once you identify your gift, write it down. Write them down. It's the key to life, is writing things down. So that way you can go back and take a look at it. And the second key is talents. Now listen, talents are very similar to gifts. Very similar. But see, talents are the things that you're good at because of repetition, because of practice, because of time that you put into getting better at. You see, they're very similar to gifts, very similar. But you've gotten better at this thing because of the time that you've invested in it. See, talent can take you from being a zero at something and after years of studying, become a master at it. Now, the key to talents and gifts is if you could find a way to align those gifts and talents together, you are now even actually closer to your purpose than you ever thought. You're way over the hump. You're 65% of the way there, because if you can align your gifts and your talents together and have them working together, now you'll feel a sense of fulfillment that's happening inside of you. And so talents could be things like, it could be sports related. It can be accounting. You can be good with numbers. Coaching. Because of the time you spent working with kids and coaching athletes, you could have now you're so good that now you can teach this method of coaching, teaching. There's a whole lot of different things that you can be talented about just because of the time that you've invested. So you have your gifts, you have your talents. Now, what about resources? What about those resources? There are so many things that are around us to support us, and we don't even recognize them. It could be books. It could be people. It could be corporations. Who knows? A person's resources are around them, and sometimes they don't know they're right in their backyard because they haven't looked. They haven't searched. And it's a seeking. It says, seeking you shall find. If you don't look, you'll never get it. You got to look. The resources there could be somebody right in your backyard that's ready to invest in your vision. There can be people and resources around you that have been there for years waiting to support your craft, your gift, your thought, your mission. Those resources are incredible. Now, what about passion? To me, passion is the fuel to the fire that burns deep within a person. I mean, passion is the kind of thing that keeps you up late, gets you up early. When people say you can't, you're deaf. When people say you're not good enough, you reverse that thing before it hits your psyche. Passion is the thing that drives you every single day. When you're in pain, when you don't see the prize, passion will continue to push you. You got to figure out what you're passionate about. Figure out what drives you, and then let that fuel hit that fire and ignite that flame. Woo! Let me tell you something. Gifts, talents, resources, and passion all together, you align those things. You write down your gifts in one column. Write down your talents in one column. Then you write down the resources, and this will make you start to brainstorm about the different things that are available that you may not even know were available to you. Once you begin to write those things down, and then write down your passion. Write down what you're passionate about. Sometimes you'll realize that you're passionate about some things you're talented about. You're passionate about your gifts. This level, okay, this kind of constructive purpose searching will help you identify what your purpose is. And it will help you identify the particular strategy you need to obtain that purpose. Because see, once you've identified what your purpose is, now you have to put a plan, some action steps in place, and next you have to take action. You can't take action on something that has not been revealed to you. And nothing will be revealed to you if you don't know what it is. Four keys. Four keys. Four keys. Now listen, it's really one lock. It's only one lock. You. How do you unlock the magic in you? Let's just get real for a second. How are you going to unlock that magic? You can't unlock what you don't know is there. You can't. But the moment you have identified it, now, not only can you unlock it, but you can activate it. And finding purpose is about activation. I know what I was born to do. I am excited about it. I know exactly the strategy I am taking to obtain it. Nothing you can say or do will stop me. Those are the doors nobody can close. You're walking through doors you didn't even know were open because you found your purpose. Purpose searching. Keep your eye on the prize. Whatever the eye focuses on long enough, whatever the eye focuses on long enough, the mind will focus on. Once the mind focuses on it, your life will focus on it. Now you're living. Now you're living. So, purpose. Purpose. 4 keys. Recognize your gifts. Recognize your talents. Identify your resources and be fueled by a burning passion that cannot be extinguished by anything. Purpose searching. Keep your eye on the prize.